great.
So Sheila, I see you have a knife poised above this balloon.
Yes.
And if you take a knife and push it into the balloon, oh, I think we know what happens.
Yes.
And where the knife touches the balloon, what actually happens is the balloon tears. The balloon, actually, the fabric is pretty sturdy. But once you get a tear in it, the tear will propagate very, very nicely. But now we can do this balloon. If you hold this one
I will.
steady like this. And I have now, the knife is a kind of a line. It's a flat structure. Okay, so the line is flat. And so when I push it in here, it makes basically a linear tear. And that tear just propagates. It spreads. But this pointy bit is very round. And so when this one punches into the balloon, it'll make a hole as opposed to a linear tear. And since I don't have that tear to propagate, it won't. Now the other way I keep the balloon from tearing is, I'm going to take this and I'm going to lubricate it. So lubricate the tip of the thing a little bit. And I'm also lubricating the tablecloth, it would seem. So I have a nicely lubricated tip, and it's very, very sharp, and it's very, very round. And if I take this and I put it in the balloon, in this particular spot where I'm putting it in, is that thick spot on top. And then I'll turn it, and the key is to take this thing, I'm going to push it in, it's lubricated, it makes a hole, so the balloon will deflate, but the balloon doesn't actually pop. So choosing the right spot and choosing the right shape, you can actually stick something into a balloon without popping it.
So something like a knitting needle would work as well?
Knitting needle would be fantastic. This has got a nice look.
Skewer?
Barbecue skewer, knitting needle, as long as it's round and as long as it's very sharp and as long as it's slightly lubricated, all systems go.
I think I prefer this way of popping a balloon.